Welcome back to the podcast. And today's episode will bridge the gap between the invisible power of thought and the physical reality of multiple sclerosis. I want to dive into the subject with you today. It's called the cell danger response, CDR. This is the biological reason why your body might be stuck in war mode. And we're going to look into the evidence showing that your mind can actually flip the switch back to peace and healing. Today is a great episode for those who need to change their mindset and knowing that you can heal. And who am I? My name's Adrienne Charlie. I'm a nutritionist, a certified MS, integrative health coach, author, and speaker. And I reversed my own MS diagnosis over 10 years ago, and I've been symptom-free ever since. And it's my mission to get out to people that healing MS is possible, and your regular doctor won't tell you this. Unfortunately, they will in the future, but it's going to take a while. So know that you can heal. If you want more support, you can reach out to me at info@nourishyourway.com. I'll tell you if you want information about my 12-week program, because I help people reverse their diagnosis all the time. And nobody wants to stay sick. We are meant to be healthy. We are meant to heal and be healthy human beings. So again, if you want help, reach out to me because you deserve your healthy life back. I'm also going to pop in here and tell you I'm hosting a free masterclass. It's a free session on how to start healing your body. I'm going to briefly go over my story, how I did it, and how I help people do the same. I'm going to talk about my 12-week program at the end, but I'm going to give you a ton of free information. So if you want to get some free hints and tips on how you can get started on healing, sign up for my masterclass. It's Monday, March 9th, at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Now, if you can't make it, sign up anyway because I'm going to email you the video to you later. So sign up at nourishyourway.com/master-class and I'll see you there. Okay, so let's get back to today's episode. Today, we're asking a question that sounds like science fiction, but it's actually on the cutting edge of biology. What if your immune system isn't broken? What if it's just stuck? Today, we're going to talk about the cell danger response, CDR. This is the biological survival mechanism that you have. And this is also about how visualization and meditation isn't just relaxing. They are chemical signals that tell your body the war is over. So number one, I want to talk about what exactly is CDR, cell danger response. And this is actually coined by Dr. Robert Noviaux. So your CDR is like your body's safe mode on a computer. When your cells sense danger, whether from a virus, a toxin, or even a high-stress thought, your mitochondria in your body stops making energy and it starts making defense chemicals. They stiffen the cell walls to keep out invaders. And what is this MS tie-in? In MS, we often get stuck in CDR stage 1. Even if the original trigger, like a virus or a heavy metal, is gone, but the cells keep screaming, danger, danger. And this leads to chronic inflammation. The persistent brain fog of mitochondrial fatigue, and in this case, the nervous system won't calm down. So the brain doesn't know the difference between a real danger of a fear or a relapse. When you live in fear, you're sending a constant chemical memo to your cells that says, stay in the bunker, stay in hiding, do not repair the myelin. But that's what you want, right? You want your body to repair itself, and it's designed to do that. So I was doing some research, and here is some proof. If you're a skeptic, I've got the data. Researchers At institutions like Carnegie Mellon and UCLA have looked at the psychoneuroimmunology, which is also called PNI, and this is the study of how your mind talks to your immune system. So I'm going to tell you about the study. They did a meta-analysis of over 20 randomized controlled trials that showed that mindfulness-based stress reduction, which is also called MBSR, significantly lowers primary pro-inflammatory messages involved in MS lesions. So here's a real-world example. In a study on cancer patients and people with chronic stress, and these are those people who practice visualization and meditation, didn't just feel better, their blood work changed. They saw an increase on these anti-inflammatory cytokine to stand down and start healing. So what does this tell us? When you visualize your nerves being coated in healthy, smooth myelin, you aren't just daydreaming, you're activating your body to start healing. You're actually using the vagus nerve to send a safety signal that physically inhibits the production of the chemicals that attack your brain. So I've talked about this a little bit in previous podcasts. And one of those episodes is about not attaching yourself to your diagnosis. I talk about taking your MS Warrior t-shirt or MS Awareness because I want you to detach yourself from MS. I want you to take that t-shirt and start using it as a cleaning rag. And I just like that analogy because you're going to clean up how, number one, you feel about yourself with your disease, and you're also going to clean up your disease. So doing this has two different roles. So I want you to stop saying I'm fighting MS. Your cells in your body hear the word war. I want you to switch that to I'm supporting my body and I'm returning to safety. And I've talked about this too. So do me a favor. I want you to do this every single morning when you wake up and every single night right after you go to bed. I want you to spend 15 minutes a day seeing or visualizing your mitochondria, and those are the little engines in your cells, shifting from defense to energy. I want you to imagine them softening their walls and beginning to repair the myelin sheath. So this is what I tell my clients to do. Visualize a bright white ball of healing energy. You know, if you want that to be a different color, fine. Whatever color represents healing to you, make that big, bright light that color. So I'd like you to start at your head, and I want you to visualize this light penetrating your head, starting with your brain. And I want you to think thoughts of this healing light is healing my body, and my cells are listening to me. And have that white light, or whatever color you give it, hang out in your head for about a minute. And then I want you to visualize it going down the rest of your body as you're laying there. This is, right after you wake up or right before you fall asleep. And I want this light to go down your body. So starting at your neck, going into your chest, even running down your arms, down to your hands. I want you to think about this white light as healing. It's healing as you're visualizing it going through your body. And then as it goes through your torso, down both legs, down to your feet, you're just thinking healing thoughts. You're thanking this light for healing your body. And then you're going to reverse this light and come back up your body. It's going to come back up the same exact way that it came down and at the same pace. If you feel like you want this light to hang out a little bit longer at certain parts of your body, if you're feeling any pain or if you're feeling any numbness, I want you to think thoughts of this light is healing my numbness, and I'm thanking this light. So whatever part of your body needs this healing light the most, just have it hang out there for a minute longer. And then it's going to go back into your head, maybe hang out in your brain for a little while, healing any myelin in your brain. These are your thoughts. And you're going to thank this healing light for healing your body. And this is what actually helped me fall asleep when I was healing my MS, when I was going to bed. Healing MS is not just taking the right supplements. It's not just exercising. It's not just practicing self-care. It's talking to your body. It's helping your mental thoughts shift to healing and supporting your body and knowing that you can heal. And the most important environment your cells live in is the one that's created by your thoughts. You have the power to tell your cells that the war is over. I'm encouraging you to try this for a week. Every time you feel a symptom, maybe you want to do this too. Offer your body a safety signal. So I'm going to conclude this episode. I'd love to hear from you if this kind of meditation shifts your energy levels in your MS diagnosis. I really hope this helps you, because helping you heal MS is really on my heart. This is what I'm all about. And, I remember when I was diagnosed with MS, I was so scared and I felt so alone. But I want you to know you're not alone. You're not fighting this without anybody else. There's a lot of people in your shoes. Reach out to me if you have any questions, info@nourishyourway.com. And I would love to hear from you, whether these podcasts are helping you heal or not. I want to hear your thoughts. So thank you for reaching out to me. And you will hear from me on the next episode.